I'll start recording so I can also upload it to YouTube. Okay. Should be able to load. Hopefully.
What is happening?
Is this stream not working?
That stream's up.
Okay.
I've just muted the stream because there's talk here. So.
Yeah. While the game is loading, I'm gonna grab a refill. I'll be right back.
Right.
So how are you doing, Sean?
Yeah, just reading politics all morning. It's pretty good. Just a meme at this point. What about you?
Nothing much. A little bit of training this morning, but other than that, it's pretty uneventful.
Still loading.
Hey.
Hello. My webcam is disabled, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, so the game loaded for me. It should have like 8 to 9 second delay.
It's currently loading again.
Okay. How much time in game is it right now?
23 seconds.
23?
35.
35. Yeah, it's like a 10-second delay. That's annoying, but whatever. At least it's something. So, you're onboarding the enemy jungle, that's nice. Kind of redundant words, but whatever. Interesting. Wait, what? Okay.
It's interesting.
The hell? Yeah, that's a nice invade since you know that Twitch always starts on red buff for the cheese at level 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like he would contest it. And if he did, yeah, like even if he would contest his blue buff, he would lose his level 2 cheese. Yeah, it's super obvious that he's going top lane because mid lane wasn't pushing and you guys were red blue buff. It seems like Wukong didn't realize. Rip. Poor Wukong. Oh, minion damage. Oh, man. Okay, so you guys start Botlane.
Oh. is so much CS.
Right. Yeah, and what I also said in the past, I'm not sure why you always try to shove like that. Like, it's super risky to shove, right? Because Twitch is invisible, and if he ganks your lane, he can come from like the tri-bush, and you're just dead. Because if Syra roots you, and there's a Twitch behind you, you're not gonna survive that even with summoners. So, yeah, like, if we gonna practice in like half an hour, I want you to like not push lane and try to just freeze it in the middle of the lane instead of at their tower. Because they're safe from ganks now. It's not like Kindred can come into bot lane and help you guys out. Instead, you're risking getting ganked for like no reason. Because it's not like Lucian has troubles farming on their tower.
No.
Also makes it harder for Blitzcrank to zone them off. So what you want to do instead is freeze it in the middle of the lane, and then Blitzcrank has much more pressure. Yeah. But right now he doesn't have it, because if he goes close to the tower, then yeah, he can just get Syra rooted or get ganked by the Twitch. So next time, just freeze it in the middle of the wave and don't just auto attack minions for no reason. Nice pool stone. Yeah. It's not even the jungler. Let's say you have a bad trade. They have much more chasing power because you still have to walk quite a bit before you reach your tower, like your safe zone.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's better to freeze in the middle because
you can
run away better or engage better.
Yeah, or at your own tower. Yeah.
I think I'm just like too confident on Caitlyn maybe, and I just push the lane because I feel like they can get away with it. But yeah.
What you should do though, you're Caitlyn, you have a really good early game. I don't see you abuse your headshot enough. Like, what you should do instead is like, you just stand in the middle of the lane, auto attacking. So instead of auto attacking your minions like that, freeze it in the middle of the wave and stand in your bush, because if you stand in your bush, your passive makes it so that and you want to abuse your passive to get early dominance in lane. Because right now Lucian is just having a free lane against Caitlyn. That's not supposed to happen. So don't push like that and abuse the bush for your passive. So like next game, if we practice today, I want you to farm from the bush, if possible, and every headshot that you get, I want you to trade onto the enemy opponent. Doesn't matter if it's Syra or Lucian, just if you get headshot after headshot, And like if you freeze in the middle of lane and you get headshot after headshot, they have such a hard time to farm, because if they come close, they might die, right? Especially with the Blitzcrank zoning.
The closer they have to come to us for farm, the easier it makes it for us if we're dominating.
Yeah, also backing in this spot is really bad. It's not fully shoved on their tower, and they can set up a freeze at their own tower, so Twitch has a free ticket to gank. So that's really risky right here. I really doubt that they're gonna freeze, but if they want to, they can. And they can keep it there forever if they're half decent. Lucian missed like, one. Lucian only missed 2 CS for backing, which could have been much more. This Twitch doesn't seem to be too good. He's not even guiding the camps.
I think he dies at one of the camps. I can't remember where.
Damn.
I vaguely remember that. Or he tried to gank somewhere and he just got decimated.
I mean, his level 1 gank was good, but it was mostly Wukong just not respecting him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it.
I really like the Blitzcrank pulls. Like I said before, I think you should just only play supports with skill shots because your skill shots are actually pretty okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I recommended Nami in like last session.
Janna's going to be a good pickup for you once you can afford to buy it.
I can buy her.
I think Jenna is actually less okay.
Oh.
I mean, Jenna's fine, right? But
I think she's might be a bit weaker now, but she was really strong for a little while. Play against her.
yeah, Jenna's fine. It's just I don't think it's the champion.
Here, like, what?
Yeah. Your Flash also like what?
Yeah, it was kind of like a bit dumb, but I think we end up getting a kill here. So.
I think you get tower here, right?
Yeah.
See, like the skill shots are fine. Like I would not recommend Jenna to Brownie because I don't think that's his playstyle.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Would be a waste. You go Jenna if you're fucking horrible at support, dude.
Yeah, I think Brownie's quite good on like more
Yeah, like
attack heavy, like really in your face supports. Maybe that's what we should stick to.
have you tried Leona?
Yeah, we have. It's pretty fun.
I think I'm currently on 13 or so games with her. So
Mm-hmm.
43% win rate, I believe. Mostly in like solo queue, so
Okay.
Yeah.
obviously lacking communication.
Oh yeah, well,
Ian is really
I think I remember you, Leona. I think you've played it in sessions as well, like at the very start.
No, I think I might have played it.
Yeah,
No, I've not played it in sessions yet.
really?
I think. No,
we haven't played
I've
the
not.
session yet.
Yeah,
Um,
I've not run for that long. No, yeah, bought her last week just before sessions.
Oh, then it's from another team that I coached in the past. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, what you want to do is no. I mean, sure, Caitlyn can stay both sides, but I would kind of recommend going mid lane. And Caitlyn can go bot, but Blitzcrank should definitely roam to mid lane and not go bot lane.
Did we do that? Can't remember.
I think I come bot for a little bit and then I roam up and.
Yeah, because all I wanted to do is like defend getting tower for as long as I can.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary for Blitz to be there with your traps.
Yeah.
I think you could do more on mid lane. Like Blitzcrank roams are crazy, dude. Especially on mid lane. Like I can show you a clip after this VOD review. Because my coach played Blitzcrank last night, and he got me like 5 kills in lane or so. Is it stupid?
Are you in a team as well? Or?
Yeah, I'm in 2 teams as a student right now.
Oh.
So it's kind of tight for my schedule, but
Yeah. And everyone can keep on learning.
mm-hmm. It's fun. Like I'm in 3 teams right now, and I'm also quite busy in real life, but it means I'm never bored. So.
Yeah, that's best to keep busy like that. I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're actually roaming here now. Oh, missed the hook. Still. Kali's
Really
bot side.
respecting our
Damage.
yeah. I think I must have got so much free gold from those.
Mm. From the plants.
From plants, yeah. Sorry, I was just watching.
Okay, so getting mid tower is good here. This Shen is so bad.
Twitch is behind us here. I think we might die here actually.
Nah, he's going bot side, he's doing his blue. This Akali is probably smurfing.
The Kali's not terribly hard to do well with in low elo. I think.
Yeah, no, it's the things she does.
Yeah.
So right now you want to set up vision for the upcoming dragon. Just
Yeah.
deport the enemy jungle. Wait, I'm not sure if I already taught you guys this. Okay. Just tell me when you see the stream post.
Let's see. Just paused it now.
Okay. So you guys got tier 1 bot lane and tier 1 mid lane. And you want to set up vision for dragon, right? Yeah, you'll see in the video where I'm pointing it out. So you want to connect a line between the tier 2 mid lane, tier 2 bot lane. So you can like draw a line between it, like on the minimap it's like here. Which means you
You
can,
can draw it then from that tower to the bottom tower.
yeah, okay, that means you can ward in front of that line. So which means you can ward here, here, and here. So like in the 3 spots you can easily ward and they can't really defend. That's the best places for Dragon 10. Let's say tier 1 bot lane was still up, but you got tier 2 mid lane. Which means you can draw a line from the tier 2 mid lane, which is still up, to the tier 2 bot lane, right? So you draw this line from here to here, which means you can ward here, but warding here is kind of risky. And then you can ward like here. So here, here, and here. I hope you can see it in the video. Like
It's probably a little bit behind, so yeah, I can kind of just about tell what you mean.
yeah. Do you understand what I mean though? Like from the first available tower, you have to draw a line. Yeah. It's the same for top. Like you want to draw a line from the available, like the tower that's still up from mid lane to either top lane or bot lane. And everything in front of that line is wardable, but behind the line is kind of risky, if that makes sense.
So anything in front of that line we want to be able to have vision on, so that they
Yeah.
don't have vision.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's important to break down the tier 1 on mid lane, because it gives you so much more breathing space and a lot of more opportunities to save ward.
We do have a session today, right?
It should be like 15 minutes, but I think we have to delay it because I want to do the VOD first.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a scrim today as well. They wanted to do it at 2:30, like the same time as our practice time, but we're delaying it, so...
Okay. Yeah, so we'll try and get at least one game. Maybe.
No, we can do all games.
Okay.
We're just delaying from the other team.
Yeah. If the rest of the team's around, then we'll probably carry on playing Yukon if it's not up through.
Oh yeah, can someone ping in Discord, like, add students, because it's like session in 15 minutes. Okay, she's doing... Right, so Twitch is doing his red buff, and you know, because you have vision on him. Which means you can safely push bot lane. Like, you know Twitch is top, right? So, just get bot tower now.
So me and Akali just kept on pushing on that as far as we could.
That's fine, yeah. Yeah, she knows what she's doing, dude.
Yeah. Her game sense was okay, but I think mechanically she might have failed a little bit in some places. She just kind of like ran into the enemy and died 2v1 and stuff a few times.
I think you could have killed Lucian here.
Yeah. If she
No, like you just didn't guide him, you just ran away. Like if you guided him, I think you
Yeah.
could have killed him.
I think no. Yeah. See, I fucked up there.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys ban Yasuo?
I believe so. I think I want to avoid that in when you play flex because 9 times out of 10 I've seen Yasuo banned by the enemy team. So
Right. Yeah, and even still, if it isn't banned, I can easily teach you how to beat Yasuo. It's really not hard.
I
Like,
feel like they just outplay
well,
themselves most of
the only people who ban Yasuo, like most of the times, it's like the elo range you're currently playing in. But if you climb higher and higher, you will see less and less Yasuo bans because he's actually not that hard to play against. He's actually kind of weak right now. It's just in low elo, people don't know how to stop him, right?
I think it's just annoying, like how he can just jump through all the minions, and like the only way to really avoid that is if you're not near anything to like let him jump to you.
Yeah, that's why you don't run straight into your lane. You walk sideways, like to the jungle side. Like if you want to beat Yasuo, you beat him in you beat him without minions, like in jungle places. Like Yasuo is pretty weak in the jungle.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like if he's got nothing to
Nice.
jump to, he's relatively easy to mess up. But
Okay, their Twitch is super tilted. Honestly, like right here, even though your Botlane is pushing, I think it would be better to group with your team with Herald.
Yeah.
That means you might lose like 2 waves of farm, but you're like so heads already. Like if you help your team here, you can pick up the losing gold from the minions from the kills. Yeah. Like with your traps, they can't really defend their tower with the Herald.
Yeah, I noticed that traps are like so broken right now.
Do you max trap second?
Yeah.
Okay. Your Wukong is awful. A literal monkey.
He had some good engagers here and there. So.
The only reason like that Wukongs can stay relevant is they build full AD, and their ult is like it lowers armor. It's awesome. Like you don't have to be smart to play Wukong from behind.
Yeah. I think that was a good choice to run away there.
Definitely. So right here, you just want to group bot lane. Yeah. Okay, you're pinging bot lane. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's no use to push mid lane right now. Like the only tier 1 still up is bot lane. Because like I said, right, like with the wards, if you get the last tier 1 on bot lane, it's gonna be so much easier.
We can just ward out their whole jungle.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes it easier to prepare Baron as well, because bot lane can push further. Yeah, so instead of grouping mid right here, you just want to group bot lane.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard, right? Like in solo queue, your team doesn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems to be like a bad fight.
Goes okay. At the end of it. I missed the heal there, but
TF is no mana.
yo.
Okay, you're pushing.
Are you still doing your Roger Rages?
Just
What?
watching the stream.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna check fucking match room. If not, I'll
Okay, right, like, oh, what? Right here, you want to tell your team to push like bot lane,
Yeah.
because you really want that turret to be able to contest Baron. But yeah, going alone is kind of bad. The thing is, like in this elo, like if your team doesn't listen to your shot calling, you should just stick with them.
Yeah.
Because if you're stubborn and you split solo, well, if you're stubborn and you split solo, and you're like, yeah, my call is the best call. Like even if it's the best call, right, doesn't mean it's the best call in this situation. Because if you go as AD carry like to bot lane alone, and the rest of the team doesn't want to listen, and they fight 4v5, it's your fault for not being there.
Yeah.
Like your team is not gonna back off. Yeah.
Happened to me in an earlier game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we had a Teemo who wasn't doing terribly bad. Like he wasn't doing badly. He was doing well, but he just kept on going on his own instead of sticking with the team, and we lost the game because no one could peel for me. But on top of that, they had like 1 damage output because they were sticking with 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Makes sense.
Good traps, by the way.
I remembered, like you said last time, so I've been doing it every
Mm-hmm.
time.
Just unfortunate for all
They can
people.
only, yeah, they can only come one way, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of fucked up a little bit. But we did pull 3 of them down bot. They kept pushing top, so it's, wasn't a useless death completely, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, after this game, like, I kind of want to start with a warm-up 3v3 ARAM before we go into a game. Okay, you're pinging Dragon, which is indeed the right call. Seems like you do have an understanding of general rotations.
Yeah. I think it's really difficult in solo queue though, like at the ceiling, though no one really listens to calls like that. They just kind of, they want to fight more than, it's like what we were like in the last
Well,
sessions.
to be honest,
They
it's
want to fight more.
AD carry is not really the best position to shot call from.
Oh yeah.
Because you're like squishy, not really high mobility. Like most people just listen to like top laner or jungle, or like if mid lane is super fat. It's like trying to shot call a support, like most people don't respect it enough.
Yeah.
That's a really terrible... That's a really terrible Baron. I'm not sure why they spamming it. Seems like you get it, but that's so risky, dude. Like, even though you have 2 mountains, that's so risky.
I don't think I was even there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's the right Baron call, but you managed to get it anyway, so it's whatever. Because right here, your team, again, wants to push bot lane.
Yeah. It takes so long for us to do it.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be like another... Oh, 1 minute actually. You're gonna push it right now, so that's fine. Oh, okay, so right here, you missed the hook on Lucian, Brownie. So instead, you should just like, if you're in melee range, you should just engage with your E, and then you can hook right after.
Okay.
So instead, just, if they're in melee range, eat them first so they get knocked up, and then you have a free Q, so you cannot really miss it. Like, even though you kill him, I think you could have killed him faster. And it might just be a tip for next time if you're like in melee range. Like even in lane, right? Let's say you're playing Blitzcrank during laning phase. If you walk up to them and E them first and then Q them, you're guaranteed to hit your Q. And next time, they're so scared that you're gonna E them again, that they're just gonna back off simply by your presence. So you can stand in front of your minions, and they'll be too scared to actually come by.
Okay.
Because it's not like you can hit a point to click, right? Okay, so you see 4 people top lane. You see the hard shove bot lane. Like, even after this tower, you can still go for the inhibitor tower. So Kali's pushing mid lane. Okay, now you want to trap here. Okay, you need to back off, no minions. Oh. Nice hook again. Yeah, take tower, and then you should back off. You can still take it. It's like 2 shots. Okay, nice. And now you just want to back. Like, mid is pushed, bot is pushed. This is getting risky now.
I think you're about 10 seconds ahead of us, so.
Yeah.
So we just took the tower there.
Okay. Yeah, so right now you want to recall instead of trying to push mid, because it's kind of risky. You're like... Blitzcrank is like low on HP, so is the Wukong, and they're in base, so they can recall faster to restore their HP and mana. Yeah, exactly what happens here, right? Oh, this is so messy. I really want to play Wukong now. Okay, you can take mid inhib, but also bot inhib. And then you can ward the enemy jungle again, like the entrances I showed you earlier from the lines, right? So you can take an easy dragon as well. And now you want to return. Yeah, okay, Akali. Okay, so you want to take bot in it now, because top is pushing anyway. They want to clear that wave. So you can take bot freely, like even without minions to be there. And then you want to take dragon, as soon as it's up. Baron is down anyway, so...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of faffing around, like, after the inhib.
Mhm.
Running around doing nothing. Well, and after that, we did eventually finish the game.
Yeah. Yeah, good job sneaking bot inhibitor, while the rest is wasting time on fights. Their touch is super tilty. Okay, just rush dragon right now, like ignore the team. You couldn't have won that fight anyway. No, just okay. Get dragon solo. Bot lane is pushing, top lane is pushing. They won't stop you. Twitch is dead.
Loud car.
Okay, now you want to back and reset. And just get Baron. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're walking. Are you like close to an item or something? I don't think so. But yeah, it's not really worth it to farm right now. You want to back, reset, and set up the Baron. Akali pushing bot lane right now is also really fucking stupid, because if Baron is up, they can 4v5 if they see Akali bot lane, because she has no teleport. And it's like a lot of damage from your team because she's super fat. Like, why is she pushing bot lane? Both inhibs are down already. The super minions will push by themselves. Like, even if you do Baron and you can't do it, like, if you waste their time and keep him on Baron, bot lane and mid lane will just push automatically. Okay, Twitch is dead, which gives you an even bigger reason to do Baron. Akali distracting. Okay, they're all going to base for Akali, now you need to do Baron, okay. Which you're doing. Like I said, like your game sense, like your rotations and objective control in this game is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like,
for a solo queue as well.
yeah.
So. Quick Baron as well.
Mm-hmm.
So much damage. I think we ended up going for that with him and then just finishing the game here.
Yeah, I just finished the game, right? Okay.
See, whenever we're at this point, I always try to ignore the kills as much as possible, but it's sometimes hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I die here because
Winions.
Yeah, not just the Winions, but the what is it? When
When?
I can't remember her name now. Kindred. So when she used her
Ult.
her ult, it like blocked me from killing Twitch. If I killed him quicker, then I wouldn't have died there.
Right.
Yeah, just a weird one.
Okay, so like for next game, like we're gonna, well, should actually be like right now. Tired couldn't come. I'm not sure where.
Crimey's online. CW's
Crime is here. CW was here. Okay. Yeah, and our sub should be online as well because I found a sub for today.
I'll make a room and we can.
Yeah, we're gonna play an ARAM first though. Are there like any Yeah, are there like any questions for the game? Like, is there something you still want me to ask from the VOD? Like either of you?
Maybe Brownie has something.
Personally, no.
Okay. So like for next game then, in the scrim, I want you guys to not automatically shove lane. Try to freeze it in the middle of the lane, and I want you to abuse the push more for that double headshot proc. So, okay. I'm gonna stop the recording and I'll